Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a replay, commentary, analysis, whatever you want to call it video. So this game is in mid to high Diamond 1 ranked, and I'm going to be playing Leona versus directed camera. Going to be playing Leona Graves versus Annie Caitlin, which I would say is pretty highly in our favor. Leona does really well against Annie because Annie can't really do anything against her all-in potential, and Annie also makes a huge mistake in going Ancient Coin instead of Doran Shield. So if you see my health, it's 727, and you see her health, it's, what is that even, 460? 25 armor, I have 44 armor. So yeah, she's in for a rude awakening in the bot lane pretty much. But anyway, the reason why I picked Leona this game is not only because I think Leona is the best support in the game right now, but also because they picked Cassiopeia, and Cass can do. There are a few mid lane champions that will just die to Leona, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's same for like AD carries. Like an AD carry like Jinx can't really do anything if you ult them unless they have flash up, but they don't have anything to get out of the ultimate. So Leona and Annie are really good picks against those champions. So right here. If you watch my last commentary, this is the lane that I was playing, Annie Caitlin, and what they want to try to do is just poke me out. So I'm doing my best to zone a little bit so we can get more. Oh, stupid directed camera, I swear. Anyway, I'm trying to zone out, and we'll pause right here just to see, because I've been, playing a bit aggressive and taking a little bit of damage. It's okay because I have an extra health potion. By the way, I'm running 16-14 Masters this game with my Thresh page for runes. And because I've been playing a little bit aggressive and sacrificing my health, I'm just going to pot up right after this. And we have 3 melee minions up still. They only have 2 up, which means we're going to hit level 2 before them. Because the third melee creep of the second wave will ding you level 2. So you'll see as this goes through, I'm just trying to kill these melee minions. I pot up right here to get a little extra health, and then we'll slow down here. This melee minion is about to die. I'm already running up to her. I know I'm gonna hit level 2. I go in, auto, stun, auto to get the reset, and there's no way she can live. So that's another thing that you have to keep in mind with Leona. I'll rewind so you can watch it again, just to see the auto Q auto. Her Q is an auto attack reset, so you'll see me reset the auto right here. First I E in, get the E, and then watch me auto right here. Auto, Q, auto. And there's something she can do to live through that. So that's exactly what you want to do with your level 2 advantage in lane. And right now we're just going to stay in lane because we didn't really use many resources. Typically, even she either had to flash that or she was gonna die. But because I got so close to her, I go in here again, but I take a tower hit and it's not really that great for us. We do almost kill her, but this was a little bit too over aggressive by me diving tower like that. I think we're just gonna shove out this wave and then back. But yeah, you can also avoid, because Zenith Blade is really easy to flash, so you can also level 2 just flash directly on top of them and Q them, and they'll probably just die anyway. And then after they flash, after your stun wears off, then you can Zenith Blade to them, so they won't be able to avoid it. Yeah, it's just very typical how this lane plays out, and this is why Leona is so strong right now, because really Annie is the second strongest support, and Leona just destroys her in lane, especially when she decides to go with this kind of build, which is very unwise. So we're just pushing out lane here. We're going for a slow push here, which the idea of a slow push is so you'll have a lot of creeps on their tower, and you can kind of either zone them off tower, dive them, or just force them to miss a lot of minions. So we're just going to go for a slow push here. We do have potential to dive. If that E would have hit, we maybe could have killed her. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'll talk about my items here. I decided to go for Relic Shield because I just want the extra health. Shrelis isn't really that important on Leona because we already have so much engage with Amumu and Leona. So I don't really need the Shrelis to help with that. So I decided to go Relic Shield instead. We see Kha'Zix coming in, we just back off and it's fine. But yeah, Relic Shield just gives you that little extra bit of health early on to help you be a bully in the laning phase. Relic Shield is really just a lane bully item. It's not too great outside of laning phase, and it's pretty hard to actually generate gold with it after laning phase as well. But, excuse me, it does give you more bully potential in laning phase, which is really all I want for Leona, because the thing about Leona is even after laning phase, we go in here and Annie, not sure I bother to even auto attack reset rewind, so you can see sometimes you don't want to auto attack reset because just stunning is faster. So the important thing is I do go in on Annie instead of going on Kate, because Annie is easier to burst and kill down. Yeah, I just go for the stun immediately. Probably a bit overkill there with the Amumu ult, honestly, but that's okay. And if I remember correctly, we overextend pretty hard in this. Yeah. He gets a kill. I don't think any of us actually expected him to have Leap evolved first, because that's not standard to do at all on Kha'Zix. Here we get a bit over aggressive for a dive, and we try to get the kill on him, but I don't really have anything up, so I just end up flashing out anyway, and that was pretty much just a waste of my summoners. I didn't think Kha'Zix was... I thought Kha'Zix was getting a little bit greedy and maybe going back to his jungle to clear because he was at like 200 health, but he decided to actually stay and come back and help. And our LeBlanc, yeah, just went and died to him, level 5. So that was good. Anyway, now I'm almost level 6. This lane is about to be more over than it already is. Caitlyn is keep you up in CS, I guess, but the real danger is Annie going this build. She even chooses to finish Nomad's Medallion and buy a Fairy Charm instead of going with some health. So she can't really come anywhere even near my range of Zenith Blade, or else she'll just die. So we'll come back to lane here. We go on Caitlyn right off the bat, and I think they live here with like one more auto would have killed her, and she gets away with flash. Try on Annie, but my cooldowns aren't up, as you can see down bottom left, so they get away for free off that one. Unfortunate, I did not have Ignite up for that, or else that would have been a surefire kill. I didn't have flash up either, unfortunately. But I like to come around Annie here. She knows I'm coming though, somehow. I guess that was just a really good guess by her. I was wondering how she knew, but she didn't even have wards at all. Huh, I guess she was just guessing that was there. Anyway, what we're doing right now is we're not actually killing tower yet because we want to deny these creeps first. If you kill the tower, then all the creeps that were on the tower will still go to them, so... We could have killed tower there, but we would have rather just have her deny CS. Because at this point in the game in solo queue, it's pretty hard to... A lot of times in solo queue, killing a tower will actually backfire, whereas in competitive play, I would just be able to roam middle and make plays. In competitive play, it's a little bit harder. Going on Caitlyn here. Net after the... Or use my ult after her net, and I think Graves ends up dying here. Yeah. unfortunately. Didn't really. Let's go back and just see how that fight went off. I think basically what it was just us overcommitting on the tower. So fast forward here. Caitlyn has been auto attack harassing me like this these past few times, so I know that she's gonna come up for another one. I get this done on her. She nets out. I use my ult where she nets to, and then Graves just gets stunned here with Tibbers, and we don't really have enough damage to follow up. He gets hit with the Piltover Peacemaker as well, and Ignite. And I guess it was just a matter of maybe if I stayed on Caitlyn there, I could have killed her. And yeah, last take with Ignite. It was just a matter of us overcommitting on tower and probably me misfocusing. I could have traded kills on Caitlyn there if I stayed on her, but I looked to peel off and hit Annie, which was a mistake because all my cooldowns are already down, so I could have just been on Caitlyn auto-attacking her and probably could have got the kill off that. So a little bit of misplay right there, but that's okay. Well, it's not really okay. Could have been played a lot better, but you know what I mean. So LeBlanc comes down here to take CS like a boss. So we kind of threw our advantage there, but I think we will actually kill the tower here, so it ends up actually being a trade in our favor. And we go immediately on Caitlyn after this. Once again, I wait until she nets to use my ult, but I think she gets away again with very little health, unfortunately. Yep. That Shelius pickup, don't know if it actually saved them there, but yeah. So notice that every time I go on Caitlyn, I know that she's going to net afterwards, so I just wait until she nets to use my ult. And that goes the same for pretty much anyone with a gap closer, because a lot of people will try to go in and just right after they're stunned they'll use their ult and then it will get flashed out of. So you typically want to wait until they use their gap closer after your Q stun to use your ultimate, or else they'll just escape it with flash or another ability. Flash to go on Annie here, and that's what Leona does to Annie. Not much you can do in that situation, but really it's just about having no hesitation. Like, I see Annie and then I just flash immediately. I'll just rewind it, see. Oh, let me put on my vision. How do you do that? Let's see. There we go. So this is our vision, what we're seeing, and I see her and I just flash immediately. It's really what it's all about when you're playing a support in solo queue, especially a support like Annie or Leona or Thresh, Blitz, Alistar, aka my champion pool. You just, when you're playing someone that really support's job is just to make plays. So whenever you see an opportunity, you should just go for it. And any small hesitation is what separates, you know, good players from great players. To say something really cliche. But yeah. Also, maxing W this game, for those of you that don't know. I usually max E, at least that's what I've done in the past, but I'm starting to max Q instead because Q is a little bit better for peeling and team fights. I used to like E to be able to gap close more often, but Q is really better for sustained fights, in my opinion. So I walk past the ward right there, but I see Annie here, go on her for free. She's gonna die. And there's nothing that Kha'Zix can really do after that. Annie did see me coming up through this ward on the map, but I guess she thought that she could bait it or something, or I mean, LeBlanc did get really close to dying, but I don't know, it's a bit of a questionable play, I would say. But that's just another case of being able to roam and pick up more kills. And also, I don't think we're going to be able to get anything here. Force her to flash with ult. Whenever you use your Leona ult, you pretty much wouldn't be either forcing a flash or getting a kill. So blowing a flash is still good use because my ultimate is a 90-second cooldown with no CDR, and a flash is like 300-second cooldown. Yeah, 300-second cooldown. So it's definitely beneficial for you to ult to blow a flash, because that means the next time you ult them, they can't get away. And that's really what's so strong about Leona, and why I think Leona is a better pick than Annie right now, is because I think we just blow her up. Yep, going on her. Notice how I stand behind her so the ult does not hit me. That's pretty key. It didn't really matter too much in that situation, but it's just small things to keep in mind when you're playing against someone like Cass, is that you don't want to set yourself up for a free ultimate like that. Moonwood gets a little caught here, but I come in. Unfortunately, it doesn't chain back to him, but that's okay. I think we pick up the kill. 2 chain and pick up that kill on Shyvana. Yeah, unfortunately, Leona's Zenith Blade is a little bit weird. It's unlike a lot of other abilities that you would think it would be like any ability like Maokai's Root or something that would target someone and then travel to wherever they end up. Zenith Blade usually... Okay, that was... yeah. Pretty much see... Okay, let me just rewind. Sorry, I'm really bad at commentating in fights, but... Okay, so right here, I wait here around the corner, and then once I see her walking into the ward range, I go on her, ult her. I don't use my E, that's pretty important. I just walk up to use my Q because she's slowed. And then immediately after, I E to Cassiopeia, and I go on her. Probably don't have my stun up. No, don't have any cooldowns up right now, so I'm just getting autos. Flash out before Kha'Zix can jump on me and get the reset. That allows the Graves to pick up the kill on Cass and not get resetted on by Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix has no leap right now because I didn't die. And Graves will probably be able to run out of this. I don't think he lives, actually. Yeah, Kha'Zix flashes on him, but LeBlanc may be able to pick up the kill here. Yeah. Probably Red Buff will finish him off. Yeah, Red Buff finishes him. So that was really key to flash out of Kha'Zix E right there, and also really key to save my Zenith Blade, because I didn't need to use on an Anna because she was already slowed. So I just walk up, use my Q on her, and then use my E to get to Cassiopeia, which is in this area. Which ended up saving Graves for long enough for LeBlanc to come pick up the kill, and also force Kha'Zix to blow his flash. So once again, I'm just running around the map right now. I have mobility boots, and I'm really fed. I'm really tanky, so I can just kind of roam around and make plays wherever I want. Moon misses his stun, unfortunately. I don't have my ult up, or else I would have ulted that. And I'm just clearing this ward. LeBlanc's probably going to pick up this kill. But without that, I see the slow loud. Oh, damn, how did I miss that? That was bad. But she does anyway. Oh my god, LeBlanc almost died. Let's watch that replay. I want to see a Blanc almost die to Annie. God damn, Annie is balanced. Hell yeah. Level 8 Annie can almost 1v1 a level 12 LeBlanc with 0 AP items. God, that champion is so balanced. But it's okay. LeBlanc is even more, or Leona is even more balanced. I almost said balanced. Now we're just pushing up tower. I know she's going to come up for out here. I make the key mistake of doing what I said to not do about 5 times earlier, which is use my ultimate right after I get on her. So we'll go through my mark of shame again. So I noticed her tendency to walk up right here. So I know that she's going to walk up again, and I just go right on her, get the Q on her, but I ult in the same place where I Q'd, and she got her net off. So that's why you want to wait until they use their gap closer, because that would have been a 100% kill. So, missed kill opportunity right there, and yeah, not a good ult. But oh well, I think we back up and take a dragon right here. This is super risky, but we're doing it while they're all coming down, and their junglers here. Kha'Zix can get a million resets and kill us all. We missed the dragon, unfortunately, but we get a kill on Kha'Zix. I missed my Zenith Blade. Pretty glad I didn't hit it, actually, and we all get out safely. Mumu has to blow ult and flash, so ultimately it's not good for us because we lose the dragon and we only get a kill out of it. But it was better than... Ooh. It was better than just all dying and losing a dragon. Pick up mobility boots here because I need to get back to this tower as fast as possible. Normally I wouldn't buy mobility boots this early, but as you can see they would have killed this tower if I hadn't bought mobility boots, so it's a good idea to pick them up. I mean, not mobility boots, home guard boots. Combination of mobility boots and home guards, really, but... Pretty important pickup. And as you can see, I'm just going for Randuin's. Most games I don't finish Face of the Mountain because I don't think it's a good item. I think it's pretty mediocre. It's also really counterintuitive on a champion like Leona where you want to go in because it takes away your own health and doesn't really do that much damage. So yeah. Here I try to go for a save on Nasus because he's getting chunked out right here. I ult Kha'Zix to slow him down. Not able to get in range to get the stun. Miss Zenith Blade on Sidrani, but I ignite her. Try to keep Kha'Zix here to get the kill, but he does have reset on his leap, so he's going to leap out. And right here is where I think I go ham. We'll switch to... Wait, how do I switch to our view? Wait, no. That's not it. Wait, how do I... Wait. Oh, there we go. This part's pretty funny because I can't actually see her, and I just blind E over the wall. I'm like, she's probably about here. And notice how I'm just tanking the tower because I have my W up and I have a lot of armor. Didn't want LeBlanc to tank it just in case. Yeah, if LeBlanc would have tanked it, she actually would have died right there. So, good thing I tanked that. Just in case the tower aggro didn't go on a Mumu. Ooh, this is interesting. Stepped on the trap. Okay, some 5-0. Oh, let's watch that one in slow motion. Okay, so he's coming in. He sees LeBlanc. Perfect. Okay, sorry. It's a moment of shame. If you're gonna do something like that in one of my replays, you're gonna get called out. Moment of shame. Just like I called myself out up here. Anyway. Moving on. This game is pretty much out of control. Well, it's actually a pretty close game somehow. We're only 5k gold ahead, which is really not that much. It is a pretty big lead for 22 minutes, but still. So what I'm doing here is I'm just mirroring Nasus because Nasus has had a tendency this game to split push and get caught out by 3 people. So what I'm going to do is just ward up for him. And that is another thing you can do as support is when people are making mistakes or not warding for themselves, you can just go ahead and ward for them, so you won't, so they won't keep dying. There's no point in yelling at your team and telling them to stop doing something. You should just do it for them. Kind of like that one replay where I was playing Thresh and I was complaining about them not warding this brush right here, and then I just ran in there and warded it myself because you should never count on your team to do something. If you think it's crucial that something is done, then you should just do it yourself no matter what. There's no point in complaining in the chat about it, no point in yelling at your teammates, just do it yourself and it'll be done, and that's it. So right here I'm just looking for a pick. What I'm thinking right here is I have flash up, so in a situation like this, I'll rewind so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So right here I have this warded, so if I were to E over to Sejuani. I mean, why do I keep thinking Sejuani? Shyvana. If I E over to Shyvana right here, then I can flash on top of Cassiopeia, Q her, and then ultimate her afterwards, and then she would die. If we had follow-up. The only reason why I'm not doing it is because we don't have any follow-up, it's just me and Amumu. So Cassiopeia would probably live, and then we would die afterwards. So that's just my thought process when I'm sitting right here. So I'm kind of just waiting, and LeBlanc is here now, so I'm like, maybe I can make a pick here. Try to E over the wall, but Kha'Zix backs up at the last second, and I don't end up catching him. This whole time I'm not actually sure if this is warded, because they're moment of shame again. I'm not really sure if they know that I'm here, so I'm kind of just chilling out. I see that they're all going top, so I'm going to look to make a pick on Annie right here. She gets really smart though. That's actually the second time that she turned around at the last second, even without it being warded. So pretty good presence of mind by Annie this game. I don't think that she's actually a support player based on how she's been playing this game, but she has pretty good instincts of where not to go and what not to face check and things like that. So I check here to make sure that's not warded, and it's not. And here I think we just get the Wombo combo, Mumu ult into Leona ult, you get stunned. I try to go on Kha'Zix here, but I end up stunning Caitlyn instead. In that situation, you definitely want to stun Kha'Zix to... Okay, moment of shame time. So here, I try to be a hero and block the Caitlyn ult, but she ults the clone, and I try to flash to save her. But she ulted the clone, and I'm just gonna stand there for a second in shame and put a lot of sad faces in all chat. But anyway, we're just pushing here, and in this situation, you pretty much just want to keep pushing, look to make plays with the Mumu ult and Leona ult, because there's not really anything that their two carries can do anything about, or do anything about it. Not their two carries, but these two people right here, which are their two initiators. So if we manage to take out their initiation with ours, then they have no chance of winning the team fight, basically. So that's pretty much what you saw in the top lane. Amumu ulted, and I just used my ult right afterwards on Caitlyn and Kha'Zix, and there's nothing that they can really do. Leona and Amumu is a really strong combo. It's kind of like the Bronzodia combo. You know, like Amumu, Leona, Galio, Malphite. But yeah, we're just pushing up here. LeBlanc tries to make a sick play and just gets caught out and dies. I think I missed my ult right here. It does slow Shyvana, but that's it. I go in here just to get my Randuins off and my damage, and then team is able to clean up from it. So I'll rewind that so you can see it again. Even though I missed my ult, I go in on Sejuani, I'm on Shyvana, and then I use my Randuins immediately after to slow all three of these people, so they're forced to attack me pretty much by having my barrier up, and I have 240 armor right now, so it's taking a long time for them to deal with me. And Mumu's going to ult right after this, and then you get the Graves Q, Graves ult, and it just melts them apart. Almost gets the pentakill. Unfortunately, does not pick it up because Caitlyn decides to run away like a jerk. But yeah, it's why I think Randuins is so strong on Thresh and Leona is because after you get in with your hook or your Zenith Blade, you can just immediately Randuins right after, and it's like so devastating to the enemy team because normally in Season 3 you wouldn't have that kind of engage from a support. Like you would have the Leona, sure, but you wouldn't have also the Randuin slow afterwards that is slowing everyone's attack speed, slowing everyone's move speed, and just making it really hard for them to get away from the situation. So that's why I like picking up tank items instead of items like Locket, and why I usually go for Randuins first in every game that I'm playing on Leona or Thresh, and usually on Alistar as well. Because Alistar kind of has the same thing. He has his headbutt and pulverize to get in. And moment of shame again, but he dies anyway because Wings is probably typing. So, ends up dying, and this is pretty much end of the game. See, we only have like 2 minutes left, but hopefully this gives you guys an idea of how I play Leona. And right here, I think I go in on Caitlyn, but we only have 3 people here, so I end up dying, and I think we all end up dying except Nasus, who just gets kited around because he's a dog, and he's really sad. Nasus is gonna end up dying here too, probably. Or is he? Nope, because Wither is broken. So Nasus lives. Yeah, that was just tunnel vision by me, because I thought we actually had our whole team there, but we didn't. So, a little bit of a throw, but it doesn't really matter at this point in the game. What the heck? How does that even happen? Ooh. Oh, what? It's just 2 autos and she died. What is that damage? So we'll watch Graves and Amumu outplay right here. Just because, why not? I honestly think Amumu is like crazy good jungler right now. I don't know how good he would be in competitive play, but in solo queue I think he's strong as hell. You've seen Amumu make a lot of plays this game. This guy's also a really good Amumu player, but yeah, Kha'Zix dodges my ult unfortunately, and he's probably gonna get out because we don't have any way to get to him. Good Tibber stun stops us from pursuing. I think I used my randoms right there, yeah, to slow Kha'Zix as soon as he stealth, so he wouldn't be able to catch up to Amumu. And this is basically the end of the game. So we'll just fast forward, and yeah, well, I'll just let it play out. Anyway, hopefully this video gave you guys a good idea of how to play Leona. This is a pretty textbook Leona game, and why I think Leona is so good right now. I think that she is the #1 support in the game. I think the order is Leona, Annie, and then Thresh. And unless the other team is playing Leona, then Annie is awful. Well, not awful, but you're forced into 2v1ing, which, as you all know, isn't something that's very common in solo queue. So I think Leona is by far the best support in the game for solo queue right now. So if you're looking to gain elo, pick up Leona for sure. I might actually make my next guide on her. So after I do the laning phase guide for bot lane, I will maybe do a Leona guide. Don't take my word on that, but I might. Leona is a pretty simple champion. Is the only reason why I would not do a guide on her is because I don't feel like there's that much to explain. But people are asking for an Annie guide too, and Annie is super easy. So maybe I'll just do a Leona guide. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all for the next video. Bye.